Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I'm going to call out 10 top altcoins that I think are going to do really well in the next bull run. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to jump in our Discord. Link is in the description of the video. It's free to join, absolutely free to join. Over 4,000 people talking about crypto 24/7, supporting one another, navigate the market safely. So definitely worth checking out. Okay, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so look, I want to sort of say it as it is, right? These are 10 very strong projects in my opinion. You see lots of influencers saying that, you know, you should definitely invest in Bitcoin. In the next 3 years you'll be a millionaire, and all this garbage and absolute nonsense that gets spread across social media. And I really want to sort of talk about where real gains are actually going to be made. And I've selected 10 projects that I think, you know, have strong fundamentals, but are going to back it up in price discovery in the next bull cycle. So these are fantastic times, in my opinion, to be dollar cost averaging into solid projects with great fundamentals, great teams, great tech, and you know, you can, you know, I guess are well funded as well is something to also add into that bucket of really important metrics to look at. Obviously, you know, I'm not encouraging anybody to go FOMO into these projects. What I am encouraging you to do is research these projects and see if any of them resonate with you. But for me, this is my top 10 projects that are going to make immense gains in the next cycle. So the first one is Solana. Now, a lot of people are going to be scratching their heads. Nick and myself got into this project fairly early on. We sold pretty much just before it sort of pulled back, and obviously we log all of those in our Patreon for all Patreon members. So, you know, if you want to know our buys and our sells as we're doing it, we log it there. And you would have been obviously aware that we sold our Solana. We got a lot of heat for that. Obviously it's pulled back. It's a very juicy price right now. But people will be scratching their heads because they've been having a lot of hacks, downtime and all that sort of stuff. Now, Ethereum had all of this. I think, you know, they've rushed this to market. Over time, I think they will resolve all the issues. Ultimately, I think this one's going to do really well. It's very well backed, and for that reason, it had to make the list. It's the first one that I wanted to talk about because it's probably the most obvious. So it's down just under 5% at the time of recording at 39.80. I expect this to do really well. If we have a look down here, and we'll find the all-time high was $260. Now, for me, I expect us to be revisiting and you know, going much higher than the $260 that this one has reached previously. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Solana. It had to make the list. Moving on, and we've got Avalanche. Again, we got into this one super early. We do think that this one has fantastic tech. So, you know, if you go read the white paper, lift the hood, as I kind of put it, and dig into some of the technical side of things, you will be seeing why this is on this particular list. I do think it's going to do really well. Has kind of been a bit of a slow grind, but I do think that they're getting there. Okay, so currently up 2.38% at $28.12, ranked 12th by market cap. Again, I think this is actually lower than when we first got into this one. All-time high 146.22. Again, I think we're going to revisit those sort of regions and, you know, go higher. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Avalanche. Again, solid pick, I feel. Okay, and now we're going to sort of move on to the ones where I think there's going to be even more gains than the ones that we've previously talked about in this video. I do think the gains are going to grow as we go through this list. Okay, so the next one would be Cardano. Again, we got into this one at like 5 cents. I mean, again, calling that out from the very early days of the channel. Again, a lot of people would now see this as a blue chip cryptocurrency. And I would agree with that. I think this is definitely a blue chip now, in my opinion. I do think that, you know, when they do the next upgrade, we're going to see an influx of projects. I'm really excited. I think we're going to see huge price discovery with this one. Again, another solid project. I think it's going to do really well. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Lots of negativity around it, but I think that's because it's just so awesome. Down 3.10% at the time of recording at 51 cent 08, ranked 8th by market cap. Again, really like this project. Its all-time high was just over $3, $3.10. Again, I think we're going to exceed that in the next run, which means, you know, there's some good gains to be made on this project. You know, regions for me between $5 and $7, you know, are very reasonable expectations if they you know, deliver on everything that they've talked about. So yeah, really like this project. Again, we've been talking about this one for a good period of time. We are going to start, as we go through this list, to get to ones that we haven't really talked too much about, but we think are going to do really well in the next run. So stay with us, and let us know what your thoughts and opinions are on Cardano. Moving on, we've got VeChain. Obviously, at one point, this was my biggest bag. Again, it's a project that I think is going to do really well. Great tech, 5-star rated technology when it comes to blockchain technology. Really like the use case. Love the fact that they're, you know, spilling over from B2B to B2P, you know, bringing in NFTs, you know, as in JPEG kind of NFTs, metaverse projects, and much more. So lots to come from this project. Really excited about the future for VeChain. Love the partnerships that they've been doing recently, and expecting this trend to continue with this particular project. Again, well funded, great tech, great team. You know, we actually talk to VeChain quite a lot. We've got no endorsements. None of the videos that we put out are paid content in any way. Just to be really clear, no one from any of these projects that we're talking about have you know, had any say or made any payments in any form to us when making these videos. These are our own words. You know, the only type of sponsorship that we have is the channel sponsorship. So I want to be really clear with that, because you see a lot of, you know, this stuff, you know, being shilled on other channels and not telling you about it. Nick and myself don't do that stuff, right? And you know, jump in the Discord and you will get an idea. And I've even done an audit on our channel, you know, telling you the ones that we've called out, how well they did, how well they didn't do, and how much money you would have made if you had invested hypothetically $1,000 in each and every single one, right? So, you know, I don't see anybody else doing that in the space. But yeah, we talked to VeChain an awful lot. Really like the project, really like the team. You know, it's a great project in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so you treat this as educational purposes only. Ranked 32nd by market caps, down 3.95% at the time of recording at 0.02988. So again, less than 3 cents. I expect this one to do really well, and I will be accumulating more in the bear phase of this cycle. Moving on, and again, it's another channel favorite, one that we've been talking about probably before many in the space. You know, most, I think we were one of the first to talk about this project. Singularity DAO, basically utilizing AI machine learning to manage basically your portfolio with Dynasets. So you can put in different assets, and the artificial intelligence and machine learning will basically trade and outperform other hedge funds and traders in the space. So definitely a great project. I expect there's going to be an upgrade shortly where they increase the number of strategies that they use within the artificial intelligence. And, you know, I'm led to believe the testing for that has been, you know, really good and positive, and basically would mean that it's going to outperform by a bigger percentage than it already is when it comes to outperforming hedge funds. So, you know, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Singularity DAO. Again, it's another project that Nick and myself, we talk with the team a lot. It is a solid team. Dr. 𝗕𝗃𝗪𝗀𝗀, Marcello, Janet, you know, they've got such a strong team. And that's just naming just a few of the members of the team, right? You got to go look at the websites for, you know, not just Singularity DAO, but, you know, Singularity projects as a group. You know, fantastic projects, fantastic team, fantastic tech, and I rate them highly, right? So yeah, definitely worth checking them out. Currently down 2.36% at the time of recording at 0.3992, ranked 687th by market cap. Definitely look into this one. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are, in the comments below. Moving on, and again, as we go along, I think these gains are going to get bigger, but also the risk gets bigger as well as we go down the list. We're coming more away from like the blue chip coins and to the slightly higher risk but higher reward, right? And I think, you know, the ratios with these are fantastic. So Silica, big play on metaverse. Again, this, you know, for us has real good gain potential percentage wise in the next bull cycle. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Another layer one, again, another project that, you know, we've been talking about for a long time. Didn't perform perhaps as well as we anticipated in the last run, but we do think that, you know, it's just going from strength to strength, so definitely worth looking into this one. Currently down 2.40% at the time of recording, ranked 76th by market cap at 0.04344. Again, think this one's going to do really well. If we go down here, the all-time high was 25, just over 25.5 cents. Again, we expect it to revisit and exceed those in the next cycle. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Silica. And now we're going to get to the projects that we don't really talk about too often on the channel. The next one is Flow. Again, one that I've called out previously as a project that I really do like. And I have encouraged people in the past to go look at this one, and it's done really well. I think it's up almost 50% in the last 7 days, and that's not why it makes this list. I'm not suggesting anybody should FOMO in right now. I just think that this project is going to do really well in the next cycle. You know, go check it out. You know, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this one. Just go look it up. Go find out what, you know, more about this particular project. I encourage you to do so. It's down 2.86% at the time of recording at $2.83, ranked 28th by market cap. Definitely go check this one out. I think it's an absolute gem. Moving on, and we've got Findora. Again, this is a project that I was researching very early for this project, and I saw the price skyrocketing. I had to wait for it to pull back before doing my hidden gem video, and I do rate this project. I think, you know, it's a fantastic project. That's that hint of privacy to the project. I think they are doing some groundbreaking stuff. A lot of the Harmony team have moved over to this particular project. Not all of them, but, you know, there's some very strong team members that have moved over from Harmony. Obviously, we know Harmony inside out. Still invested in Harmony, still think Harmony is a fantastic project, but I do think there's some immense gains to potentially be made with this project. So definitely worth doing that research. Obviously not financial advice, it's just my opinion. But, you know, we're up 3.30% at the time of recording at 0.007916, ranked 3066th by market cap. Not even a cent at the moment. I think, you know, these are the sorts of gems that we historically have called out, you know, really early on, and seen some fantastic gains. You know, its all-time high was actually 0.07, so almost 8 cents. So yeah, definitely worth checking it out. We are, in my opinion, going to revisit those levels, perhaps even exceed them. So I do think this is one that's got huge, you know, gain potential. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this project in the comments below. Moving on, and we've got two more. So Cornucopia, the land that awaits. Again, it's I guess a play to earn, build to earn, learn to earn metaverse game. I think this is a fantastic project. Really do like it, like the team, like what they're doing. There's different ways to invest in this one, be it in like the real estate, like the land, the cars, the javelins, all that sort of stuff. There's many different ways, as well as their Copy coin. So, you know, different ways to invest in this one, but I do think that there's definitely some gains to be made when it comes to this project. But, you know, outside of the gain aspect of things, I think this is just going to be a fantastic game. And you know, maybe it's less about the gains and more about, you know, just enjoying yourself. I really do like this project, and it's one that people should definitely go take a look at. Currently ranked 3,900th by market cap, down 0.38% at the time of recording for the Copy coin. Is at 0.01692. Again, think this one has some, you know, potential gains in it. If we have a look down and see if we can find the all-time high, The all-time high was 0.08662, so almost just over 8.5 cents. So again, I think there's some potential in this. When the game goes live, I think we're going to see some great price discovery. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Cornucopia. Moving on to the 10th and final one, and that would be Liquid LQ token. Again, this is a DeFi lending platform. I really do like it. I think it's going to do really well. Again, solid project. It's currently $27.73, down 0.34% at the time of recording, ranked 9,659th by market cap, 21 million max supply. Really like that and expect it to do really well. I don't really want to go touch on the all-time high. I don't think that it really is beneficial to do that for this particular project. I just think that we're going to do really well, and I think this is going to be a project to keep an eye on in the future. So those are 10 projects that I think have an amazing future, and I expect huge potential for gains. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You should treat this as educational purposes only. I'm not encouraging you to buy or FOMO into any of these projects. However, I am encouraging you to go do your research and see if any of these 10 projects resonate with you, and see whether you align or you don't align with what I'm saying here. And also let me know in the comments below, did I miss any project off that you think should have made this list? Really interested to know. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.